What's up, Johnny Hash Brown? Thanks for joining me tonight, man.
What's going on, man? Thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
I want to know about your Slab City experience, man. How was it?
Well, which one? The first time I went or the second time I went?
No, how many times have you gone?
I've only gone twice.
Okay, so tell us about your first experience. When was it?
About a couple years back now. I forget the exact date. I'm really bad with dates, but it's more than a year ago, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
more than a year ago. Is that when you met Sarah Jane?
I did. I met Sarah Jane about a couple years back. I ran into her.
That was your
Um,
first experience with slabs, right?
yeah, I
Yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true. No, I remember because I remember seeing videos of you posted videos on your YouTube channel that you were at
Yeah,
slabs. I remember now. So tell us about that, man. How was it?
it was cool. I was staying at Mojo's camp. It was funny because I drove 8 hours from San Leandro where I was staying
Yeah.
at, um, and when I got there, it was like three a.m. and I had no idea where I was. I had seen a bunch of videos online about the
Yeah.
slabs, and it just seemed like a cool place to go, So I went ahead and went, but when I got there, it was pitch black. I must have been in one of the main roads, and it was my little I had a little red Nissan truck,
Right.
and I parked the truck, and I just kind of pretended to sleep, but I heard a bunch of noises. People were up. I heard music. I heard a domestic fight. you know.
Oh, okay. And this was three. This was 3 in the morning.
Yeah, it was right when I got there because I really wasn't thinking. I just kind of, I said, all right, I'm gone. I just kind of, it was an impulse. So I left. And then, by the time I got there, it was about 3 a.m.
Yeah. And you went to Mojo's. Did you have a place reserved already right there at Mojo's?
No. So the next morning when I woke up, I think I tried contacting the Ponderosa, and I might have even left them a message, but I don't think I ever heard back from them. But anyway, I ended up going to Mojo's, and as soon as I got there, I saw an older gentleman. He was making coffee. It was in the morning, and I said, "Hey, man, I need a place to stay. I'm coming here from all the way from the Bay Area, from up north."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, man." He goes, "We're having coffee right now. Mojo should be out in a minute, and just tell her you want a place to stay." So I had some coffee with the guy, smoked some weed, and then I went to just kind of look around, and then Mojo came out, and then I told her, I was like, "Hey, can I stay here to camp out?" And she gave me a price, gave her the money up front, and a campmate. I actually didn't even have a tent or anything, but a campmate lent me his tent, so I thought that was pretty cool.
Nice.
And I pitched a tent, and I stayed there for like 2 weeks, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. And how was your stay right there at Mojo's? I know that it's a pretty cool spot.
You know what, dude? I really felt safe the whole time I was there. I
Yeah.
really felt relaxed. No drama. You know, the atmosphere was really family oriented. I mean, no drugs. That's what I mean. There was no hard drugs. No. She prohibits the use of hard drugs,
Right.
but weed and alcohol she allows. But even alcohol, like I think if you're like a belligerent drunk, like she probably won't have you there, you know. You got to be respectful, but it's cool. She has a gym, which I thought that was cool. I wasn't expecting that. She actually has a little gym area where you could do pull-ups, and she has a shower, which was very important for me. You know, she has a shower where you know, you could go in there and do your thing, and you know, and then she actually has a restroom there where it's pretty private. You could go in and feel private and do your thing, and it's actually pretty cool. You know, at night you could see, like, she has a little watchtower,
Mm-hmm.
and at night you could see the stars really nice, and it's just a really cool place to hang out.
So you stayed for 2 weeks. So what
Something
was
like that.
yeah? So what was you know, like, what are some takeaways that your first time around? What are some takeaways that you took from your first experience at Slab City?
Well, you know, um, there were a few nights where Mojo had a bonfire where, you know, there was a lot of musicians, and the atmosphere that was around that bonfire was like something that I had maybe experienced as a child when, you know, my family was a little more united, and we'd go camping and we'd throw bonfires and we'd sing and stuff. And it kind of reminded me of that. You know, she made hot dogs with sauerkraut. You know, she grilled up some dogs, and she was selling beer for like $1. So, you know, and then we had a bunch of musicians. And it was cool because it was such a vibe thing, because like we'd have one musician start his music, and then he'd kind of like, you know, ease off of, he'd do like a song or two, then he'd like kind of mess around, and then another musician would start his music. But like, it wasn't like, there wasn't a specific order. That's what I'm trying to say. It was like more of a, all right, you know, I'm inspired, I'm gonna go ahead and do my song now. And
Right.
everyone was like singing, and you know, I'm a big weed smoker, so you know, a lot of people were smoking weed. I was smoking weed. I was drinking. I was eating hot dogs. So the whole thing was just, you know, Mojo was smiling, and you know, everybody was just having fun. Like it was like no one was judging anyone. It was just this atmosphere of harmony where you could just be yourself. And I think that's what that's what I really fell in love with when I was there, was that atmosphere of, wow, I belong in some place like this. Maybe not here in the slabs, but I belong in a place where everyone could just be themselves, and there's not this um I don't know, this pressure to judge, or to um you know, I don't know. It was a nice atmosphere is what I'm trying to say, I
It was like a
guess.
safe place, like a safe place.
I felt like it was. I never felt in danger. And then it's cool because she has bicycles, and she'll just let you borrow one. And you know, she lent me one, and I was just kind of around the slabs, just kind of pedaling away, and it felt so peaceful, man. It really did, you
Yeah.
know.
So you were there for 2 weeks. I mean, you rode around in a bike. You know, what else did you do?
I mean, that's pretty much it. I I heard how like dangerous it could be as well, so I wasn't like very loud about my presence the first time around. Like, I didn't go to the Red Rum Room, or I didn't go to the Ponderosa. I didn't go to the what's it called? I don't know, just I didn't I went to the Handlebar, but I didn't really like hang out at the Handlebar. I just kind of went out there and just saw the skate park, took some pictures, and you know, just kind of walked around. And then that's when I ran into Sarah Jane, was when I, decided to go to the handlebar.
Right.
But I
So who
hadn't
else
met.
did you meet?
What's that?
Who else did you meet your first time around?
What's that?
Who else did you meet your first time
Oh,
around?
nobody really, man. It was
No.
just it's just Sarah Jane, and because I hadn't met Waterboy. You know, I met him the second time when I was back, but basically just I hadn't met uh Slab City Jack. I met him the second time I was back.
Mm.
Um, it was just kind of Mojo and Sarah Jane, really, and then just a bunch of musicians. Like they had this guy, I'm gonna forget his name now, but I loved the way that guy sang Cocaine Blues from Johnny Hash, and it actually inspired me to learn the song. But I forget his name right now. But it was just, and that's another thing too, is that they have so many different styles. Like you'll have a guy sing like this like ballad, and then you'll have this guy sing like this classical rock, and then you'll have this guy sing like a country song, and then you'll have this other guy sing like this other type of song, and it's just all these different musicians. And I think it's like, I don't know, I think there's something so powerful about being expressive and not necessarily caring if like they're judging you or not, like just being able to be free about it, and
Right.
it's kind of it's refreshing to witness that. What's up, Los Flying Turntables? Look at this guy.
Right. So it's a place where, yeah. So it's a place, where people go. It's a well by what you're telling me, like your experience, right? Because there's different experiences out there, right? But of course,
Yeah.
everything has to, everything.
Well,
Everybody's experience is different, right?
that was my first experience. Yeah, I had two experiences. I went recently as well. And
Right.
that was a little different, but
Uh-huh.
but I
But
think
before you get to that experience, tell us what's up with Sarah Jane? Did you fall in love?
no, man, nothing like that.
Sarah Jane Dangles, or what's her name? I
Sarah
don't want to
J.
say her. I don't want to say her. I don't want to say her real name because I'm gonna get banned.
Oh man, you cracked me up, bro. No, nothing happened with Sarah Jangles, or I mean Sarah Jane, or just uh, we were hanging out pretty much, and that's pretty much all that happened. Shout out to Sarah Jane. But but no, nothing happened with me and Sarah Jane. Actually, we don't even talk. We don't.
No.
There's no communication with her and I
Hey,
at
hey,
all.
so, hey, so how did you meet her?
So I was riding a bike, like I said, and I was going towards the handlebar,
Yeah,
and I felt like well, out of the corner of my eye, I saw this van, and it was like a little minivan.
it was chasing you.
No, it just kind of got close to me, close enough to where I was kind of a little startled, but it went past me.
Yeah.
But then, I kept pedaling, and I saw her, and actually I recognized her because I used to follow her. She has a YouTube following, and
Right.
so I that's how I knew about her, was when I was watching a bunch of footage about the slabs on YouTube. I ran into her channel, and I ran into a lot of content about her. So when I was, I didn't realize it was her that I felt almost ran me over. But once I went a little further down, she had gotten out of her vehicle, and she was just standing by her van, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, I recognized her. I was like, that's Sarah Jane.
Right.
And I'm like, hey, I was like, thank you for not running me over, you know? And that was kind of how I initiated conversation with her. And
Right.
you know, I said, are you Sarah Jane? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm Johnny Hash Brown. And like she automatically gave me this look like, who the fuck is that? And you know, we hit it off at the beginning. Everything was cool, you know, and she busted out these nunchucks, bro. And I love nunchucks, so I grabbed the nunchucks and I was like, I was doing this thing, bro. I was doing my thing, and I even smacked my cock a little, like 2 or 3 times, just to let her see that it's made out of steel, you know.
Yeah.
And
But did she take out the nunchucks to like defend herself against you, or what the heck?
no, they were hanging out of her door.
Oh, they're hanging out of her door. Okay.
So they were hanging. You know how they have a sliding door in the little minivans? They have a little pocket there. She had them in the little pocket, and I was sitting in her minivan with her, and I saw them, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I grabbed them, and I got out of the minivan, and I started just doing my moves, and then you know, that was pretty cool. And then, you know, we went out. We went. I think we went and had some sushi or something one time.
We're at
No, we had.
Raleigh.
Yeah, I think it was Brawley, but I don't remember exactly what we had. It was like some kind of Asian. I think it was like pho. I think it was pho. Yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, you know, we hung out for a while, and then I don't know why I decided to leave that time around. I think I just
Hey,
wasn't ready.
hey. So I remember that you posted a video, man. I'm looking for it right now, but I can't find it. You were like smoking a joint, sharing your thoughts about Slab City.
I deleted that video, bro. I
Did you
deleted.
delete it, or you put it in private?
No, I deleted it.
Why?
I deleted a bunch of stuff, bro. I
Yeah,
deleted a bunch of
you,
stuff.
you should have put it in private, man.
I should have, but no, I deleted them, man. I should, I
Why?
should, I
What,
should have. Well,
were you embarrassed of what you said, or
not really. No, it's not that I take anything of what I said back. It was more of the reason of like, you know, the second time I went and I met Waterboy, and he like made a comment, like he's like, "Hey, man, you know, you should start with fresh new content." And I'm
oh,
like, yeah, I think you're right, you know, because I thought the second time I went to the slabs, I thought that I was uh going to be able to like settle into the slabs for a more permanent run, you know,
right,
at least till the summer hit, I thought, you know, because Sacramento gets to like 112, so it gets hot out here too. It
right,
doesn't get 112 all the time, but you know, there's those like 2 solid weeks, the hottest weeks out of the year that get really hot. It's like 200, it's like 112 here, bro. So it's like it's really hot out here too. So I could withstand some heat, but to do that for 6 months, bro, I don't know if I could do that, man. That's just
yeah,
too much. You know what I mean? But I realized the second time around, you know, that it was probably, at least the way I was living, it was probably not for me, you know.
yeah,
I think the only way I could probably make it work for me is if I had my own camp, just my own camp, you know,
pues sí.
not share it with
Para que no te
anybody.
molesten, pues para que nadie te moleste, pues oh, claro.
Yeah, just have a little more privacy and let everybody else have their own privacy and just do my own thing, you know.
Yeah.
I think that way it might work for me.
Well, of course, man, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
So, I also saw a video where you were doing a reaction video with Sarah Jane. Tell us about that.
Yeah.
What
Yeah, I
happened?
did a reaction video. Well, so not really. It was more like I was just sidekicking for her, and she was
Hey, did you get to do a pooping video with her? No.
That's not really my style, man. I wish I, look, I'll tell you what. She has a lot of guts.
To do that. To do
No
that.
pun intended. She has a lot of guts to do that.
No.
Um, but at the
No.
same,
No, lo que no tiene es que no tiene vergüenza.
bro. Well, yeah, she has no shame. She has no shame. Like honestly, I get that you're super super what's that called? Confident in yourself, but I don't think I will ever get to the point where I'm so confident that I can just invite people to watch me poop. It's I don't think I'll ever be that comfortable with myself. But more props to her. I mean, if that's the way. And look, man, I had said a comment about that because of the cartoon we're doing. I don't know if we're supposed to be mentioning the cartoon right now, but and the comment got taken down. But at the same time, it's like, she is the one that does that on camera, not me, right? So it's like, I don't know, but whatever.
Oh, the
I don't
comment
want
got somebody reported that comment or what?
somebody reported that comment, yeah, because I think I had named her like Sarah Jangles, and like it said like, you want to see me poop online? I'm very good at it. And somebody took the comment down, which I understand, because who the hell wants to see you poop online, whether you're Sarah Jane or Sarah Jangles the cartoon? Nobody wants to fucking see you poop, but like I said, it's real life stuff. Like, I wish I was making it up.
Yeah, so tell us your second time around, man. How was that? Like, why did you go second time to Slab City?
So the second time I went with my RV. I
Okay.
was like, all right, look, I got an RV, I got a solar system, I got well, I thought I was a little more set up. And I wasn't going in the dead heat of summer. It was I think it was like what's the month before October?
September.
September, yeah, it was like September-ish or something like that.
No, I think it was in November. I thought it was like November, man. Because I was already here in Mex.
Yeah, I think it was November. I don't know. It was one of those months.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I was actually here in October. Yeah, probably. I think it was September. Never mind.
I don't remember, man.
Yeah, because I remember that Waterboy called me and you guys were making a carne asada, but I was already here in Mex.
Yeah, I think I made some al pastor tacos that time.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh
had
wow, you did?
yeah, I had
Hey, check that comment out. I don't mean to
that
cut you off,
that
but
cartoon on the Facebook group was hilarious. Glad I saw it before they took it down.
Sarah Jangles right there pooping.
Oh man. Yeah, I thought it was funny too. Thank you, Ingrid. That was funny. But that's the thing about comedy and cartoons. It's an expression, and it's not meant to be offensive. And some people can take
Offense to it.
comedy offensive
Yeah,
as well, not just cartoons.
right.
Look at Chris Rock and Will Smith.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Al pastor es muy fuerte, mucho gusto. Okay, John McDonald. Yes.
Hey, bro. So you made tacos al pastor right there, at Water Boys, man. Tell us about that. No, should have
I
gone.
mean, so I had enough power to run a blender, and I actually made a point to buy a blender before I went to the slabs because I was like, I'm not chopping shit up for shit.
Yeah.
So then llevé mis chiles, mi chile guajillo, mi chile pasilla, and just all the chiles that you need, and you boil them, and then you put clavo, ajo, cebolla, los chiles, and some what's it called, some pineapple juice, and you blend that, and you marinate
Mm.
some pig, some like tiene que ser like a pork shoulder or I don't know. It just has to be a tender type of cut del pinche puerco, con gordito.
Yeah.
And then you marinate that, and then you're really supposed to put it in the oven, really, and you're supposed to put some pineapples there and all that. Pero I actually didn't have an oven working at the time, so I just marinated the meat and then I put it straight on the grill like that, and we had tacos
Mm.
like that. They were good.
Man, that's cool.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
And what else did you cook?
We made fajitas. I made hash browns and eggs in the morning. What else did we make? I don't know. It was funny because I saw a comment because I follow Angie's My So-Called Life channel. She has a channel, Angie, and she has a comment on she had like a sign there that used to say my name, Cook Johnny Hash Brown, and they crossed my name out, and,
Yeah.
and she put an arrow all the way down like the page of the sign to where it says Andrew, and then she put permanent right by his name, so he's the permanent cook now. But
Okay.
yeah, but I was cooking a few things out there, not a bunch of stuff, but a few things I was cooking. Some of the stuff were pretty good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the tacos, like the chicken tacos that we made, were pretty damn good. And other people were cooking stuff too. I think Andrew was cooking stuff, and I forget, but I wasn't the only one cooking.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. It was a cool little experience.
Hey, so what's up with your trip to Mexicali?
You know what, bro? It was actually kind of funny because we were excited. Waterboy and I, we were driving all the way to the border, and I think he had even gone live. I think, and we were crossing the border, and the federali right there, he was like, "Hey, hey, hey!" He's like, "Are are you recording? Are you recording?" Pero he's like telling him in Spanish, "¿Estás grabando? ¿Estás grabando? No puedes grabar," and and fucking Waterboy, he's like, "It's okay, way," telling the federale way, dog. And I was over there like, I was like, oh my god, I hope this guy is not like an asshole federale and gets mad for Waterboy calling him way. And it was funny because you could tell that it kind of bugged him, but he had the glasses on. He looked like this, just macho federale guy, and he like started busting like a smile, bro. and I was like, oh man, he took it like a joke. Thank God. But once we went through the border, we were just looking for tacos. Oh, my fucking car broke down. My little truck broke down, bro. We couldn't get it to start. We couldn't
Wow.
get
In Mexicali?
in Mexicali, fool. We couldn't get it to
Wow.
start. And I was like, damn. So I was like, well, let's go let's
How'd you
go
fix
change
it?
some dollars. I was like, let's go change some dollars, bro, and then we'll come back to the car. Maybe it'll start back up. So we were walking, looking for a bank, and then we walked quite a bit and then got to a bank, bro. And then I was able to actually pull some money because I had some money on my ATM. And then we came back to the car, and then I hot wired the car, bro, because the thing about that car was that the I forget what that's called, the relay. The
Yeah.
relay to the battery, I don't know, sometimes it wouldn't just work properly, so I would have to like hot wire it directly, and I was able to turn the car back on.
Okay.
And then we found some tacos, but I was hoping because like, bro, like when you go to central Mexico, there's, I'm not going to say like everywhere, but like it's a lot easier to find tacos like en la calle way. You know, you could just go down any little calle and you'll find people selling tacos, you know?
Right.
And in Mexicali, I just didn't really know where to go. So I was like, we were going out asking around and shit. And then finally they told us, oh, you know, go this way, that way. And I saw a restaurant, but I was like, man, I really don't want to go into a restaurant. I want some street tacos, you know? Because they're hella good and they're cheaper, you know, and plus they're hella good.
Yeah.
But I didn't see no street tacos at all, like in my little run there in Mexicali. And we didn't see any hot dog vendors because I guess they come out at night, and we were there around it was like around 2 or 3, I believe, in the afternoon, you know.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
anyway,
mean, well, there are a lot of tacos, a lot of taco stands over here. You just gotta know where they're at, you know. 'Cause,
yeah, well, that's the thing is that, you know, I've been by Mexicali I think twice in my life, and I really don't know the ins and outs of that place. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So I don't know much about Mexicali. They kept saying, "Oh, la cachinilla, go to the cachinilla," and I'm like, "All right."
Yeah, for what, man? That's I've never eaten. Well, actually, I have eaten like a couple of times, but Burger King, maybe Burger King and Carl's Jr. in La Cachanilla.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. They kept directing me to there, and I was just like, well, I was like, I want some street taco. I was like, I told him because, you know, I speak Spanish. I was like, hey, compa, ¿dónde están los tacos aquí en la calle? You know, ¿dónde están los puestos? No, dice, por acá no hay. I'm like, well, I know that. Just tell me where they are. He's like, if you want to eat, está la cachinilla. I'm like, okay. And I told Waterboy, I was like, hey, man, they told us to go this way. And he's like, all right. So, you know, we went. But I saw a restaurant, I think, on our way. I was like, well, let's just go in right here. I think it was called like Ruby's or something like that. And it was actually pretty good, but it was like a lot more pricey than it would have been on the street, you know. On the street, we could have got like 10 times more tacos, you know what I mean? It's just a big difference, you know.
Okay.
But it was good. I'm not gonna lie. They you
Yeah.
know, Mex-
I saw that you guys went to Tacos UB or something like that.
I think it was Yubi's. That's what it was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was.
Estaba acá por Nome, Cali.
It's actually pretty good. The
Mhm.
you know, Mexico doesn't disappoint, bro. The food is one of my favorite things from Mexico. Like,
Yeah.
you know, the quality of the salsas, the quality of just the way they season the meat, everything, bro. The presentation, the little los rábanos, los chiles toreados, all, you know, los chiles güeros and all, like
Yeah,
you can't beat it. You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, I mean it's a different I mean you get a taco, but a lot it's not only the taco, you know, it's all the different types of salsas, you know, like 4 or 5 different types of salsas. I don't know why there's a an echo. I don't know if it's you or me.
I don't have anything else on, so.
Okay. Well, I don't have anything else on either.
Oh, I'm not sure then.
Um okay. Yeah, like I was saying, there's you know, you get a taco like you said, you know, you could some packet, like for example, I go to Los Cuñados, está acá en la Lázaro Cárdenas, pasando la novena, y
Mm-hmm.
el cuate tiene frijolitos, he has beans, you know, refried beans, tiene frijoles de la olla también, you know, tiene um, your your the pico de gallo, right? Tiene like 5 different types of salsas, guacamole, but it's a, you know, so it's not only the taco, you know. I think what
No,
makes
it's not. It's not just the tacos. Like I've seen salsas made out of pineapple, salsas made out of mango.
yeah
Then you have the you know, the ¿cómo se llama? The prickly pear asado. The what's it called? The el nopal asado. and then las cebollas de cambray asadas. You know,
Yeah,
the little what are those called?
yeah. That's the onion. It's that thin the thin strip of onion. The long thin strip of onion.
Yeah, I think there's a name for it though, but yeah, it's that onion right there, and then los elotes, the what's it called? I mean, there's just so many things. Like there. It's not just people think it's just tacos, and but it's not, man. It's tacos, it's tortas, it's
Oh yeah.
there's so many things, man, in Mexico that there's caldo tralpeño, and caldo de res, and caldo. There's just an array of things that you can eat out there, and everything is like authentic, and it's just so incredibly good, you know. Um, especially the carne asada in northern Mexico. The carne asada is like the main. You know, that's probably their what identifies northern Mexican is the carne asada. You know, so they have good guacamole salsas. They
Look,
got.
this guy must be white. He said tapatio and carne burritos. I don't think I've ever put tapatio on on my burrito. Let's see.
I might have.
So what was your so what was your experience like with Waterboy Mexicali?
It was cool, man. Like I said, we were walking around. We got the truck started back around. We ate some tacos. I hit the pharmacy because you know, he needed some medication. I needed some medication, stuff that is not easily obtained out here. So, you know, we just grabbed it, and then when we were going through customs, we told the customs lady, hey, you know, I got this medication to declare, and she was cool about it. And they, because of that fool's record, oh man, on the way out of Mexicali, fool, it took it took us forever to fucking get out of Mexico, fool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because
that's
we were right there in the little, you know, the little crossing checkpoint thing and the
yeah.
customs thing, and you know, pasaron los perros. We got the dog sniffing us out, and then we had a couple of officers asking us a couple questions. Then they had another officer come with a different dog and fucking check the other side under the car. They had little mirrors. They're like, wait right here. We're all waiting. They're like, then another cop came and they're like, you got something to declare? We're like, yeah, this medication, that medication. They're like, all right, just hold on right there. I'm like, damn, bro, I gotta take a piss, bro. And luckily they had bathrooms right there.
Yeah.
And but it took us a while, bro. Like a lot of people were just smooth going right through, you know. And but finally they gave us the green light, and they're like, all right, you guys could go. And we went right back. But it was cool. I would love to go again, man. I love Mexico, you know. I would love to go to Mexicali and go to like some actual street tacos. And I heard that the hot dogs there are, you know, Mexican style hot dogs are really good there too. So I haven't had those yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to.
There's a bunch of different. There's so many tacos out here. Carretas de elote, comida china, um, tacos de lengua, tacos de cabeza,
Ooh, I love lengua tacos.
you know, tacos like breakfast style tacos. También, there's a name for them, pero se me están yendo. Tacos de chicharrón,
De machaca.
lower de machaca, that's bomb.
Mm-hmm.
So, and of course, then you have your freaking Cars Jr. and stuff like that. Like today I had Cars Jr. Today I had Cars Jr. and Little Caesars.
Hmm.
Because it's been like a few months since I've had any fast food. So I was all like, oh, I'm just gonna do it. But let me see here. Yeah, so I mean, if I mean, you don't gotta get into detail, but you don't gotta get into detail, but about leaving Slab City, like what were your takeaways this second time around in Slab City? And do you recommend people to go to Slab City?
Um. Well, here's what I have.
Yeah.
Here's what I have to say about that. I think that there's a certain type of people that you have to be to withstand the heat, um, the inner politics. Um, you know, I don't think that I was emotionally mature enough or in the position to find peace there. And I think that when I ultimately figured that out, that I wasn't going to be at peace there, I felt like the best thing to do was for me to leave, you know.
Right.
So, but that being said, um I admire people like the second time around I was able to meet Captain Jack
Mm-hmm.
or Jack Two Horse, and that's why I fantasize even to this day, living that type of lifestyle, because he has his own camp, he has his own space, he has everything organized to where um his food stamps, what he told me was how you want to do it is you want to get like, because they give you about $260 of food stamps. So you use the $260 to buy $260 worth of tuna, and then the next month,
Damn.
no,
Okay.
yeah, that's how you do it, and then the
Okay.
next month you do $260 of rice, and then you do
Yeah.
$260 of beans, and then you do 260, and so by the time you start buying
That's
stuff that
pretty
you
interesting.
actually,
Nobody's ever mentioned anything like that. That's the first time I hear it.
yeah, bro, but if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense, because once you get to a certain point, you can live off the beans and the canned stuff that you've been hoarding, and you
Right.
could buy yourself some actual like cuts of meat and shit, and like some like fancy, like once you have like a stockpile of stuff,
Right.
then you could just eat whatever you want, bro, and you're it's gonna seem like you have way more than what you need, because you have a
Right.
stockpile. So I
Right.
thought that was hella smart. But
Not only that, but that's kind of healthy. I mean, you'll be eating a lot of protein.
well, yeah, that is healthy, man. I mean, I don't shy away from eating anything. Like I eat sardines. It was funny because I took a bunch of sardines to the slabs, and one time I was just snacking on sardines. I make this special little like Hawaiian pepper sauce with like vinegar and soy sauce,
Mhm.
and you put a bay leaf in there, and you put obviously some salt. You put some chili flakes in there,
Right.
and it's called chili pepper water. And what
Right.
you do is because the sardines, they come in oil, so you saute those a little bit, and then you get some fresh um onion, some white onion, and you picas un chingo de white onion, and then you put some of that chili pepper sauce on there, bro. And I think it's good, bro. I mean, if you can get over the fact that you're eating, like, because some people can't get over the spine, you could see the spinal cord, you could feel the spinal cord is a little crunchy on the sardines. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you could get over that part, it actually tastes pretty good.
That's good.
Slabs is a
Good
scam. It's
protein.
not the last free place I see here. Just badly run RV park with no water.
Hey, hey, Johnny Hashbrown.
Huh.
Let's invite El Compita. Let's see if he's willing to get on.
Yeah. Let's do it. Actually, I was gonna get on with him after I got on with you, but yeah, let's invite him. Mejor, güey. That'll be us three.
Ándale, pues, a ver. A ver, pues si quieres subir, I don't know if he's still watching. I sent the link right there. Si el compita, if you're watching, man, join in.
Let me give him a message. Am I still on? Did I leave? Oh, here I
No,
am.
you're still on, man.
It's because I can't get off of the screen because then I think I'll drop the live on my end. Oh man.
I need to invest in a gas mask for you and anyone else nearby. Sardine or nasty. Man, if I just ate canned tuna and beans, I would just fuck. Hey, bro, do you have something else open? Because I'm hearing myself.
Mm-mm.
I'm hearing echo.
No, I got nothing else open. I swear, it's just I got one screen open. Let me see. Let me see here.
Yeah.
Okay, so literally, this is the only screen I have open.
Okay. Hello. Yeah,
Can
I'm
you hear
still
me?
here. I don't know why. I'm hearing myself. But anyways, man, si no está bien así, man, you guys could do the live stream. You guys could go ahead and y sigan con lo que iban a hacer.
All right, bro. Sounds good.
So, Mr. Johnny Hashbon and Chicano Silver are gonna do a live stream on whose channel?
I'm not sure. I got. Well, he probably has to do it on his because I can't get my laptop to work and I can't get the desktop to work. So I have to do it on my phone. You know.
Ándale, pues.
Yeah.
All right then, man. Well, thanks for joining and thanks for sharing your story.
All right, man. Thanks for having me. Peace. Thank you.
Ándale,
Thank you. You too,
everybody,
bro.
everybody, thanks for tuning in.
Peace, guys. Thank you.